boil on the mash out, so I'm shutting her down before she goes nuts. That's the hot break. You add that to the mash. Let you see me do it as I dress up. Be safe. You go. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Close enough. It didn't hit my temperature. That's like 1068. I'm almost at 1050 on this. Got my boil kettle lined up. My 3 ounces of homegrown Holotar leaf hops from the year previous. You can see all the lupulin in there. Nice and yellow. Almost looks hair-like. So I always do a first port hop. Not that heavy in the homebrew yet, but so these I'm going to throw in my newer nylon bag, and I always use spring clamps to hold things on, because the worst thing you can do is have a hose fall off and lose your wort. That wouldn't make me happy. So I'm going to cut these, open them up, stick them in this bag, and put them in. Where's the best view? Gonna find it. Gonna find it. It's dark. And I'll just be behind the kettle. What we got here is failure to communicate. I'm going to cut my music to do this. This is vacuum sealed very well. The bags you use do make a difference normally. There goes that. Oh my. You could smell that. So I've changed this recipe pretty much every year. I've made it to slightly things. I used to use darker crystal, and I lightened it up, and I added more pounds. And I used to use super Guyana or whatever, the bitter, but I'm using my homegrown hops because why not? And since I'm thrifty, I'll save this bag and I'll reuse it again for more hops. Probably holocar from this year, because I still have a bunch from last. This was 2015. I think it's my last bag. And the only other hop addition is going to be a little Searing Goldings at the 20-minute mark in this. Only 1 ounce. This is 3 of my homegrown holocar, which I've made a batch of 10-gallon batch of beer with just this in Oktoberfest, and it bittered it more than good enough. Hops to you, especially the leaf hops. Stick that here, and I'll grab that spring plant. There she goes. Might take a bit for them to hit because they're hanging up high, but they will. I almost forgot about vorlapping. Still got stuff to do. It's coming out pretty clear. Probably need to do 1 of these, but I'll do 2 just for fun. And to be sure. Definitely 60. I checked my, I have another sip of my beer that's definitely clearing up because of the wine. Homegrown hop beer from 2015, as it's 2017. Yeah. Pipeline's running low, need to take some beer. So my mash out wort that I got from the mash tun was, let's see again, it's over 1085. Oh, 1090 and a bit. So that was the liquid that I threw back in. So this is yielding extremely well. 22 pounds of 2-row, 2 pounds of oats, and 2 pounds of caramel 20. That's all. We're almost going to be hitting our mash temps. Get to use my newly made spar jar again. Modified camlocks. Oh, and this is a 5-liter pitcher. Well, that does. There's a bit of grist at the end, especially since I've been using this to hold all my stuff. Mash paddle, nice color to it. It's running clear enough to me. Oh, that mash temp is really coming up quick. Let this slow down some. let's get our brew on. So you gotta boil 70 minutes or more. So 15 gallons, 15.5 gallon kegel. As the boil goes on, I'm debating if I want to make it the 70 like I had planned, which I have 15 minutes left on a, I got 25 minutes left on a 70 then. So I could still throw my hops in, which I changed my mind, and I'm using some homegrown Holotar right here. Sorry, that was a homegrown East Kent Goldings, because I wasn't going to use Syrian Goldings like I did last year. So I'm up in the, that's an 1.25 ounces. Last year I used 1 ounce, so it's going to be what it is. Nice clean beer there. Mash tuns cleaned. Beer on the stove from the leftover runnings to be made. That's it. So I'm busy with the leftovers being boiled on the stove. Gonna put a can of Mutton's Pale Ale and a kg of honey again. Mash tuns all clean, everything. I'm doing my recirculation. Pump, plate chiller, back in the boil kettle. Waiting for a boil, which I'm starting to get. So I'll have to move this up to, I'll put it to there. And I still have to zest one here. I'm going to probably be like way tall, but here I am. Kind of rushed because these are going to be flame outs for sure now. I still got this other beer going, and I just wasn't prepared, I guess, to do all this at once. My CD stopped, so whenever the camera will let me see, which it just stopped again, and we ding. So let's call it flame out. Ooh, that's a little crazy. So I'm gonna throw this lime zest right into the hot bag and not try and trip over my recirculating of my chiller. I should actually have the water on. But I can't touch it right now. Too hot. It does say boiling. Maybe more than flame out zest. This is the first time a quick connection was a super pain in the ass. I gotta go slow. Open this up. Call it super flame out. Zest. There we go. Make sure that all mixes in. The secondary, when I do the wine, just probably pops it out more, but I always do it at the flame out and secondary. The Brew in the spirit every year. So there's yeast cake 1. Just take this off. It's already dropped from 100 down to 65, which is like 212 to 150, but I don't have the water on much. I also don't have the valve pretty fully cranked, so if I slow that down, what is going on? Something not making sense. Apparently the pumps took a crap. There we go. Looking at your lock. Now we get to see it drop. So that happens, you don't brew every, last time I brewed was 3 weeks and I was half in the bag. Nice, this line's not leaking for once. Still sitting at 100 Fahrenheit, 35-ish Celsius. That's dropping slowly, slowly. I like to recirculate a bit anyways. Drops under 20 before 60, so like 68 I'll start filling it, because it's got some Citra Hop IPA being zombie clone or zombie dust clone mixed in with the lime beer, and it'll be very interesting. I don't mind. So I got it boiled down that far from a 80-90 minute boil. I'll check gravity points whenever I feel like it. My refractometer is sitting on my car. I'm going to tripod mode this again. And I'm just waiting for it to drop. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Getting there. Getting there. Just lowering the valves a little bit. And if I don't even use the pump now, it'll be even better for transfer. Carboy's in there. Move my chair. Temperature, it's 15 with the gravity. So I'm gonna crank this and let that yeast get happy. One more carboy to go still. In a kg of honey. I ran it through my Kegel burner and let it soak in the hops that I had in there, and this is kind of on a hop yeast cake, so it was all the same yeast, SO4, brand new from last brew. So these two are on Citra IPA, and that's on the German traditional thing of it, and I think there's a can kit in that too. So let's keep regenerating. That's 15 gallons plus of beer. See when limes go on sale, because, well, $3 I guess wasn't that bad to make a lime beer, plus everything else, and $3 again in 2 weeks to do secondary. Zested them all. This was a pretty rushed tail end brew day. All I have to do is carry them in the basement. I still have to dry hop. The Zombie Clone as a Citra IPA, which I've made Citra IPAs before. Even I've heard of Zombie Clone years ago. So this will be just going back again. And again, this beer was only used with homegrown hops. 3 ounces of Holotarta bitter, and then 20 minutes left, ounce and a quarter of East Kent Goldings, and then 7 limes zested at flame out. Now it's dreaded cleanup time. But we all gotta do it. About 12 hours after this beer being brewed, look at all the chrysone. Wow. So this is the lime beer. That's that one with adjuncts in it, or at least a canned kit and honey. So airlocks, very happy. It's a SO4 that I had on a Citra IPA first, so give it a little more kick. And there's the Citra IPA in my Kegel secondary that I use. That I put 3 ounces and 5/8 of Citra hops in, all I had left. So 11 ounces went in that whole beer, I believe, 10 gallons-ish. So airlocks are happy. This thing is a bit of a mantra yeast. It can finish out pretty quick, in less than 2 weeks, so you can probably keg it. Maybe 10 days keg it. I don't rush things. Here we go.